Okay, that is one of them. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Penguin Academy game analysis. This is week 5 of the 2026 Winter Super League, and this is a game that matters. This is Justicium's Dark Elves versus Toastguy's Nobility. Justicium is on 2-1-1, and Toastguy is on 2-1-1. So 3-1-1 should put him through. Should either of them win, 2-2-1. We'll put them in the big pile of 2-2-1 and 3-0-2s. Interesting to see how the Dark Elves play this. we just don't see Dackers, right? We just don't see a lot of Dackers. I don't get it. Does set up an anti-blitz, not an incredible anti-blitz, but an anti-blitz nonetheless, which does immediately pay dividends, right? They can't get through to the ball even if he wanted to. One, two, three, four, five, six. He can put him in there and blitz him. He could have come through, right? If he could have put the bodyguard in there and blitzed him and then just done a couple rushes or something just to give it a go. I wouldn't have hated seeing that. Trying to do something from the off rather than just block something. Okay. Wait. Was that the... He did that on purpose, right? He just double base here? Yeah, that was terrible, isn't it? Like, so the only reason let's press pause. The only reason to double base here is if you were going to do the play that I said, because essentially if you do the play that I said and he ends up down here, he's the blitz, which means that this isn't the blitz, which means that he's bullied. But if you're not going to do that play, this is obviously the blitz because it gives you a blitz and a block against armor 7 pieces. So this is bad. Like, don't do this. This is not bullying. This is just picking your opponent's blitz for them and giving them a good one. Needs to learn how to bully better. Double base is pretty shit. Don't like this. The problem with this is he can be blitzed and then jammed against the sideline because you can't surf nobility. So he gets an armor 7 hit, and then he gets a free different armor 7 hit. I'm assuming he's not re-rolling this. Because otherwise, obviously, he should have done that before that. And before that. I don't even know why he did that before that block. Even if you are not going to re-roll it, you've got the double screen in place. There's no way to get through to the ball. So he could have just taken the block first. If he not made the pickup there, was he not re-rolling it? Because he's left himself blockable. Oh, come on. What are we doing? Take the fucking block. What are you doing, man? Why are you doing a dodgeless dodge now? Good. Deserved for taking so long to fucking do it. Should have happened 3 dice ago. Bully. No, absolutely bully. Right. So one of the only thing really you've got going for you here as Imperial nobility, like nobility suck. Let's not mince words. A bit nobility suck. The only thing you've got going for you here is you can bully them. You can bully the Dark Elves. You've got the stand firm and the guard. You can just go in and bully them. This should be a bully. He should be there. He should be there. He should be there. The tackle should be on this one. Actually, maybe the guard should be in there, depending on whether the ogre moves, so the ogre can go there, then the guard can go in there, and the tackle can go there. So all three of these have to dodge, and he has to dodge. You blitz with him, you block with him, and then you foul with him. So you just bully the entire line. You bully this entire front line. And there's no way to get 2 dice to clear anyone if you just keep them in pairs. Like you can't get 2 dice on the ogre. The guard protects him. The guard protects him. Like you just can't get 2 dice. So you've bullied them. What's this passive bullshit? Bully them. Why is that not the blitz? He's blitzing with the ogre. Ugh. 1 in 6 to lose your blitz. See, look. What are you doing? Why are you just leaving him based if you know that that's bullied? Why haven't you done the same thing to everyone else? Just getting one of his players 2 diced. Removes his own player. By the way, look how good bullying is. Immediate removal. If he'd based up 6 players and that was the first dodge, now, on top of that removal, he has to punch 5 other players. Turns out bullying's actually quite good. Guess who's getting... Wait. He's already blitzed. God damn it. Why didn't you just wait? Could have surfed him. What are you doing? Oh no. Oh no. A dodgeless 3+ that you re-rolled. So now you're down a re-roll for no reason at all. And you're getting surfed. Well, okay. I don't want to say that's absolutely terrible. I will, though, because it's absolutely terrible. No. Obviously not. You've got tackle. Why wouldn't you blitz the dodger with the tackle piece? Oh my days. Awful. Could have been there already. Oh my god, what is it? These two are at the top, man. This is the problem, isn't it? Like, I lose my rag because I look at the ratings beforehand and I'm like, oh, okay. These two guys are fighting to be in the next round, right? I just watched Jim and PC, who stood no chance of being in the next round. And then now I'm watching people who can't, like, take the right blocks or, like, understand they're going to get surfed playing to be in the qualifiers. I literally just lose my rag. So none of these should move, obviously. He just blitzes him, that's it. And if he gets the POW, everything's good and hunky-dory. Or you can make that impossible by blocking him without block first. And now you have to dismantle this side of you. Oh, for God's sake, man. Okay. I just needed a minute. I was just going to start ranting again at how bad this was. All right, let's talk about why it's bad instead of just saying it's bad, right? I know I've talked about it a million times, and sometimes that makes me forget to mention why it's bad. Let's go back to the start. So, this is the start of the turn. Oh, wait, that's not the start of the turn. This is the start of the turn for the nobility. And the nobility have had the reasonable idea, right? They're essentially doing a Daka defense on the halfway line. You know, the full columns across the pitch. They're not activating the Ogre. The stand firm keeps it in place. So what you need to do here is play a turn that keeps that in place. Obviously. That's obviously the thing that you need to do. So, these two can move back one. He blitzes him there and goes and back and stands behind. Actually, he doesn't stand behind him. The bodyguard would. So he blitzes him, and even on a push, it's fine. And he goes and stands there behind this guy. So you've got the columns in place there. If it's a push, you just stand the bodyguard up, right? That you do have the issue that the Ogre is now holding and will have to eat a 1 dice. So you could just dodge the bodyguard afterwards to stand behind him, which is fine, right? That would be fine. I don't like moving everyone back because you have to activate the Ogre, and if he rolls a 1, it's a disaster. So I would just move this side back, keep it in place, and then if this was a push, I would just do a dodge. Instead, it's really early doors, right? It's only turn 4. You can't afford to dismantle the right-hand side of the defense, because on the right-hand side of the defense, it's turn 4. He can blitz him and push people around. He's through then. Once he's through, all bets are off. Once he's past your defense, even with one player, all bets are off. You can no longer just do this plan then. It doesn't work anymore. What you absolutely don't do is one in 9 block there. And now for no reason at all, he's just dismantling. And so now there's a weak spot. And yeah, the Dark Elves pissed away a reroll. They should have 3 rerolls right now. But this guy comes there to protect the ball. We do a rush with the Witch to come over there. We blitz with him. And then if you get a POW, round you go. And then you send this Lino through. And you hold some space. Everyone else comes over to the right. And it's too late. This whole defensive position has collapsed. For the sake of 1 rush and 1 POW. because you dismantled it yourself. Okay, he didn't want to do the rush. Protect the ball. These guys, they're not going through. They're just going to move over here. Protect the ball. This is what I mean by people who've played thousands of games. Justicium has played at national level on tabletop. And look at the turn ordering. It's dog shit. There's no reason for the turn ordering to be this goddamn bad. Just move the players on the left of the pitch to the right of the pitch. Then do this. This should be automatic. You should not be playing this level of Blood Bowl without having this drilled into yourself. Why? How is that going to work? How are you defending the ball here? There is actually no way to defend that ball. Well, let's find out. Nope. 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 Okay, so we just put anyone there. We one dice there, and we've got a bodyguard on the ball. We can blitz this guy, and we've got two stand firm bodyguards on the ball. And if this is a POW, one can be there, and one will be there. In fact, I don't. Can we get over there? He can block him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He might be able to get. Yeah, he can. So he's the guy that goes there. He takes the block. This guard comes in there, so we can 2 dice to be on the ball. He can come round the back. He comes up here. He comes up here. He goes wherever. He goes wherever. Probably on him, right? Someone needs to go on him to protect if you're going to put a player there. So you need someone there to stop him from being easily surfable. And then you've got 2 bodyguards basing the ball and players in a square around you. That is awful. Or you could just not bother doing that. Why would you want to do that? All right, let's see what they actually do. That's awful, isn't it? Why would you go there? Oh, come on, man. You're kidding me. You blocked with the guard? Okay, whatever. Let's find out what he does next. Oh, a rush splits on the guy you pushed through. You didn't even follow. You didn't even follow. You've given him a fucking lino. Okay, so the lino goes on the outside. The witch dodges and blitzes this wrestler. On a POW, he can 2 dice him. And then him, and him can just run around the outside. And just be up here for a couple of 2s. In fact, if you get a full POW on him, you can just dodge through here. What is this defense? This game actually matters. There's no... Okay, we're just switching back. It don't even... Okay. The ball is way over here, but whatever. So it's turn 6, so 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're now 17 squares away. When we can only move 18 with 4 rushes. Why are we using an assassin as the screen? Why wasn't he already there in case that was a snake? And why isn't the assassin over there and then the double dodge with the blitzers who are the screen? Why are you giving up an assassin as the blitz? He's not blodge and he's armor 7. Back of the ball, by the way, just in case anyone cares, the ball is sackable. Nobody's protecting this. With all of these, like, snakes going on. 0 people protecting the back of the ball there for all of those dice. Actually atrocious. He really, really loves an elf screen, yeah. Hang on. Where was that? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the assist could have gone there. So if you get the POW, you push him down this way and there's no dodge out. So the assist went in the most useless square. Well, he has made an elf screen. Unfortunately for him, there's a bit missing, and that's kind of where he needs to go anyway. 12, 11, 10, 9. So I don't really know what the point of that was. Well, so far, so good. Nope. Failed one. Doesn't snake. I don't know why the hell he's double basing the ogre. Or why we did a dodge with him instead of, you know, the important part of protecting the fucking ball. Right. So the one thing to remember, again, is in 2020 rules, do not make elf columns on the scoring turn. Make a grid. Leave a space between your columns. Let's see if he does it. Five years. 5 years you've had to learn this. How do people not know this 5 years later? So again, for those of you wondering why I'm saying it, because there will be people who don't understand and may ask. Ever since 2020, every player has the ability to jump. It's a new part of Blood Bowl that was introduced in 2020. Every player can jump a down body, and it absolutely changes how you defend a scoring turn. So if you do close columns, the problem is you can block the front guy, get a POW, walk up to him, and jump over his body and land there, and only have one dodge to make. Instead of having to do dodge, dodge, dodge. It's obviously better. So you, instead of doing that, you have someone there and someone there. You have a space in between, so the jump doesn't matter anymore. And again, 5 years. Gets the POW. Oh, that you don't need to do the jump anyway here. This is just a 1 in 9 dodge. So he goes there. He comes round and blitzes him. And then we just do a 1 in 9, 3+2+ dodge through. This is not even a defense. Basically. Or you do this. Or you just do a 4+ dodge for no reason at all. Literally none. Especially as that block, because she is wrestle, is a 1 in 9. Oh my god, this game has been the worst. The absolute worst. Just for you, Plo. And now she's rolled a push. She has to do another 1 in 9. Oh my days. Actual garbage. Everything wrong. A 2 in 6? What? No, it's a 3+, so it's a 1 in 9. Yeah, and she needs a 3+. Which goes wrong 1 in 9 times. If she rolls a 1 or a 2 and then re-rolls it into a 1 or a 2, that's over. That result happens 1 in 9 times. Yeah, she had a re-roll. I mean, at least I explained it, right? People say that, like, you know, I just say things are shit. And sometimes they got a point. Like, it's not often. But sometimes they've got a point. When I'm sick of saying the same thing over and over again, I just don't bother saying it, and I just point out that it's rubbish. I do try and remember to say why things are rubbish, so hopefully I explained why absolutely everything that just happened was absolute garbage. So the nobility can do a one turn, by the way. They've got a thrower. They can do a movement 7 one turn. It is not an easy one turn, but they can do it. Does he know how to do it? Because he's not setting up for it at the moment. Okay, well, that's not it. So I'm assuming he's set up here for a timeout. But why wouldn't you try? You have a reroll. Why wouldn't you try the one turn? Like you have to assume he just doesn't know how to do the one turn, which is pretty bad, right? Movement 7 one turns are not easy, right? They're very, especially when you're not an elf and you have to dodge through the back line. It sucks. You can set up to, if you get a quick snap, so you can blitz through the back line, which would be pretty good. But that's an extra level of skill. Like if you can't do the one turn with movement 7, you're certainly not being able to set up for the quick snap. But it just feels so weird that people can't do it. But I'm assuming you can't do it, Meatlord. If you can't do it, absolutely set up to punch things. But if you can do it, why not try it? It wins you the game. Like if you manage the one turn here, you are now the massive percentage chance winner. The biggest problem with a movement 7 one turn is you have to push forward one of your players who is unactivated, because you can't get 4 pushes with only blocking from the LOS. You need to push forward one of your own players so that they can block from in front of the LOS to get the 4th push. That's the bit that tricks people up. But it's 100% learnable. Like, it's not hard to learn it. You just need to learn it. With 11 players, the hardest part... He's got 3 rerolls, for fuck's sake. The hardest part is getting the pushes, and he's got 3 rerolls. Oh, no. This was it. This was what he was trying to... But that doesn't work. Well, that works. That wouldn't have got... Right. So, that would have got a push, right? To there. But, like, look how many squares you've now got to fill in. He would be there. He would be there. So to take this block, you've got to fill in all of these squares to get another push. And then you only got 2 pushes, and you need 2 more pushes. Where are you getting the rest of the players from? Because you need to fill in again. You use the 3 players that are already existing. You use his players. You blitz the guy on the outside, and you push the guy through the middle. Like, you set this up so that the blitzer is in the center. So when you blitz from above here and push down, it pushes into the player who's here, into your catcher, your blitzer in this case, and then pushes him forward. And you've got squares filled by the other players. You can take a block from over here on him to fill squares. You can. It's. I'm not spending 20 minutes teaching Toast Guy how to do a fucking one turn because he's never going to watch this. That's the problem, Dave. It depends on your definition of pretty good. Compared to most Blood Bowlers, Toast Guy's pretty good. Compared to objectively good, no. And now he's playing for a draw. And remember that he's 2-1-1. So he would be 2-2-1, which would put him in the pile. And Justicium is 2-1-1 as well. So a draw is probably okay for both of them. 2-2-1, but it's not the best. If they win, they're guaranteed to go through, right? So I don't know how the draw system works. I don't know if 2-2-1 is good. If it is, then playing for the draw is fine. There's absolutely no one turn for Justicium, so there's no point in caring about that. He should just go hell for leather. Or burn a turn or two and then go hell for leather. Don't go hell for leather straight away, get yourself killed, and then Toast Guy goes for the win, you know? Well, so much for putting blodgers on the LOS. Every single one of them powed. And one of them getting absolutely stamped on. Wait, hang on. There's a bribe in play. Why are we picking the ball up first? Hello, Beard. Have to Apo it. And there's a bribe in play. He's just going to get fouled again. So Apo in it sucks. I'm not saying he shouldn't. I'm just saying it sucks. That's why you don't put the... Against wrestle and tackle, you don't put the blodgers on the LOS. Stabbing someone? Jesus. Put the ball safe. Stamp on the blodger again. No, don't move one of the assists. Okay, you might be adding an assist back in. Okay, why didn't we... Never mind. I don't know what that was about at all. What a weird turn. Well, whatever. The blodgers survived. Because he didn't put enough assists in to guarantee a hit. Could have moved the Ogre. The Ogre wasn't protecting Dick. And then moved the other guy, and the 3 would have broken armor. How's your headache, Beard? I know it's not a headache, I know. Migraines are different, but you know what I mean. I'm not saying migraine. I don't mind this. This is okay. So the reason to have a play around the back like this, Meatload, is it forces your... If you have any play around the back, it forces your opponent to waste 2 players for your 1. Because he can't leave the back of the cage unprotected. So this 1 guy is worth 2 guys. The issue is, whoever you run round the black can, like, depending on the other team, can sometimes become essentially like a free murder, right? If you're in no rush to move forward, you just blitz him and then stamp on him in the backfield with like the cage as assists or whatever. But also, if you are not players down, God, excuse me. The I still can't get rid of it. The nobility are not players down, so they don't mind the trade-off at the moment. They can still blitz forward and walk forward, so it's not really threatening them too much. But that is the idea of it. You can't leave the back of the cage unprotected if there's a player in your backfield. Oh, wow, 1 dice pow. But a 1 in 9 removes that bit of luck. That means that he's getting stamped on, right? Oh, that's an interesting... Oh, he's just come in. I guess he doesn't want to get stamped on. Certain how well this is going to work out. Apparently pretty well, because he doesn't get powed there. Okay. Full pow. The follow will be an assist. Full pow into Kaz. Sees you later. Not going to be an assist here, though. Ball goes there. Cage comes here. And then we can stamp on someone. This one's the best one. Oh, no, never mind. We've walked forward. Okay, now this one. Oh. Should have gone for the one with 2 assists. At this point, it doesn't matter if it's a better target. It just matters if it's a removal. So should have gone for the lino. I hope that ogre gets stabbed to death. Doesn't get the pow. Pushes him there. Okay. Gonna use the ball as an assist. Okay. No chain pushing on nobility. Don't like these little flat shapes against stand firm guards. Seems silly. Just gives the guards amazing squares to slot into. he's left his tackler just hanging out at the front there for no reason. If you were going to push forward like that and follow, he should have blitzed with one of the wrestlers to make sure there was a stand firm piece and not his tackler. Like, this could die now, right? And then he hasn't got a tackler to blitz the catchers anymore, the blodgers anymore. Doesn't snake. And makes a flat shape. I don't understand the flat shapes. There's so much guard. Like, it just doesn't work. He's jamming forward. Square by square. He does need to come back more central, though, because obviously he can just screen this. That is a risky blitz. With the ogre? It might not be central enough. If you look, so he can go there, he can go there. Oh, this assassin can go there, so that's 2. And then 2 there. And then, I guess, 2 there. 2, 4, 6. Oh, he's only got 7. He needed 8. Okay, it might be enough. That is unfortunate. He really needs 8. 7 is critical elf, and this is the reason why. I've used the phrase critical elf for like 5 years, and I don't normally get to explain it. This is the reason why. 8 players is enough to cover 3/4 of the pitch with a screen. 7 players is not. So 7 players is critical, right? It's really hard to cover with 7 players. You're down to minimal ability to do anything. Ugh, I don't even know what you do here. Stab the tackler. Stab the tackler, 1 dice him, and hope you get a 4+. Dodge him round here, and then come in for the 5+, 6+ sack, because you haven't got the wrestler anymore. Seems awful. That's a 6+ dodge, unless you 1 dice him. If you 1 dice him, you can go for the 5+ dodge stab. I mean, you're kind of giving up the score no matter what you do, right? You needed 8 elves. 8 elves could have possibly held this, or at least made it so that there was a possibility of failure. 7 elves can't do that, so I think you have to try and get the ball now. Because otherwise you're drawing. Yeah, see, and he needed 1 more player, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, he can just go round. 1 more player out here. The blodger being out there. Can't get hit by the tackler from over there. Would have been great. But now he's just got to knock him out the way and go round him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, he can now hit him with the tackler to get the POW. So he goes in there. Tackler blitzes him, gets the POW, and then he just does a double rush, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, double rush. That's it. What if that was a 1 in 9? Why aren't we just blitzing him and doing a double rush? This guarantees a 1 in 9 dodge. Can he not count? I hope you won in 9. I just genuinely hope you won in 9 and lose. Of course not. Right, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you think I was more grumpy or whatever, all I really care about is if I was right or wrong, right? I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. So if I was wrong about anything there, let me know. But I'm pretty convinced that was an absolute pile of garbage. Okay, well, the Dark Elves get a shot anyway, because it's a timeout. Do you know what could have been good? Defending against a timeout. Okay. So, I don't mean to tell this guy's business, but that's not a fucking screen. So, we could have blitzed him and then stood there with a stand firm and then stood there with a stand firm and sandwiched him. The Augur made the loner reroll and rerolled into another one. The classic 1-4-1. I don't know why that's a thing, but it's definitely a thing. And he's doing the same thing again, man. All right, so I'm not 1,000,000% certain what's better here, but I would guess that it's the 4-2. We just blitz him out of the way and just do a 4-2-2 and score. I don't think there's anything better than that. It's not even that hard, is it? Like, he should have been, like, 1 down. It's a 2-dice block and then 4-2-2 with 4-2 built in. Like, this is way too easy. Or, and hear me out, or you could dodge some tackle, do a handoff, then do a 4+ anyway, and a 1 dice. Yeah. I don't believe that was better, but whatever. I don't care. There we go. The Dark Elves win with a timeout. And I can't believe that after I thought that game was over, there was still more wrong shit to come. All right. Thankfully, my nightmare is done. I don't have to see that game ever again. And I'm sorry that you guys got to watch it. Hopefully you learned from it and didn't just either roll your eyes or cry laughing at how annoyed I was. One or the other is still bad. Learn from it. Get better. See you in the next one.